Shit, I think it's recording right now. Fuck. All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Millennials lead the way. We're back here with another update. You guys know what time it is, man. I do these quarterly updates, and basically, there's 4 things that I cover um, that I'm using currently, right, to try to get me to the next level. And there's about 4 things, right? So I'm debt free, which is the first thing, right? You should be focusing on becoming debt free. The second thing is getting your emergency fund, depending on if you're a single Thundercat or if you're married, right? So if you're single, I would probably shoot for maybe 6 months of monthly expenses. If you're married, I usually say a year, but it's up to you. Or married with children, that is. The third thing is increasing your income, right? That's becoming more and more important as things get more spicy out here. Last but not least, you want to maintain a high savings rate, right? Early on in your investing cycle, the higher your savings rate is, the better off you're going to be down the road. But those are the 4 things, right, I focus on. I'm not out here doing nothing crazy, buying no crazy course. I'm debt free, got my emergency fund, increase my income, keep a high savings rate. So, let's get into this update, man. So as you guys can see, there's been quite a few updates, man, to the platform. I'm liking this layout, man. That last layout was kind of sus. Yeah, this is a lot better, right? I mean, especially this portfolio page, right? So they're laying out all the good stuff. I can see everything that I need to see, and you guys can like see the numbers and stuff to include this year's number, right? So right now I'm down let's see how much I'm down. Let's see. All right, so I'm down like $2,000 right now this year, right? So if you guys were in here for that last quarter, God bless, especially if you just now signing up to Fundrise. RIP. But I've been with Fundrise since 2017, so it is what it is. I'm not really the guy that's gonna sit here and tell you to keep throwing money in, bro. No, right? If you believe you can get something better somewhere else, then do it, man. Go somewhere else. For starters, man, you right? Like, I've been learning a lot on Fundrise, man. If it's one thing that Fundrise has been teaching me is you need liquid capital, right? There was a point in time when Meta was at $82, and I don't know about you, man, but I know if there's one thing I'm willing to bet fucking $300,000 on is Meta is the future. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg put billions of dollars into that project. So, unfortunately, right, I didn't go with my gut because right now my account probably would have been double. So, it is what it is. But if we're looking at year to date, so far I've put in about $12,000 into this account so far. And actually, here, let's go to transactions. Believe it or not, man, I haven't really been putting a lot of money in this year. Mainly because I had a lot of expenses, man, these last couple months. It was, I finally got a brand new computer, so hopefully the sound is better. Shouldn't hear none of that computer fan going on in the background. I had to get a new phone. I had to get 4 new tires and brake pads. Oil change, alignment. All said and done, man. Shit. I was like, you know what, bro? I'm not even going to put any money into investments until I get all this done. This $10,000 was from a bonus, so I don't really count it as anything. I mean, it's not my income, so it came from a bonus. So I just decided to throw it in there, but I haven't put anything else in this account. And then I got the $1,900 that came back from dividends, But yeah, man, that's the only activity that's been going down. So, um, here, let's see if we can go to the quarter, which, if you guys are wondering, right, what a $300,000 account looks like, you know, I make $18 a day, right? That's another reason why I do these updates, right? Because in hopes it saves you time. I am not necessarily on Fundrise's side, right? I'm more on your side in regards to what's gonna get you wealthy the fastest. So if you're banking on having $300,000 in Fundrise and you believe it's gonna do whatever you think it's gonna do, here's an example. Right now, I'm not saying this is the best example. I know things are getting a little spicy out here, right? And it probably might be worse. It probably might get worse, especially looking at the current market conditions. But I'll tell you right now, man, like if you believe you can do better, right? If you believe you can do better somewhere else, then by all means go somewhere else. Because right now, Fundrise is just hanging on to your money, right? And, you know, I don't doubt that they're waiting for a good opportunity. But if you see the opportunity before Fundrise make a decision, go take that opportunity, man. Like, don't feel obligated to hang out in Fundrise. I mean, shit, dude. Like, I'm still mad at myself because I saw when Meta was at $82, and there was a burning sensation in my stomach telling me to pull fucking $200,000 out of here and throw it into Meta. And I did it, right? And to this day, man, it's still aggravating, man, because it's like, I'm not saying Fundrise is a scam. I'm not saying they suck. I will never invest in like actual real estate. This is the most I would do when it comes to real estate. But I will say this is no longer the best place to hang out, right? I mean, I've already told y'all, right? I started investing in Energia, which gives a high return as far as like income. And I don't know, man. You know, like it'll be foolish for me to sit here and still tell you to keep throwing money in Fundrise, bro. Nah, man. Like if you think you could find somewhere better, man, then go somewhere better. So, you know, just a heads up, right? Like I don't know if I'm gonna pull money out of here. I may, right? Like at a bare minimum, I may just pull 300 out and only leave 53 in. Right? Because again, I believe Meta is the future, and if I threw all the 300 into Meta, which I would do, right? That would be the next step. You know? So who knows, man? Like who knows? If I do another update and you only see 53,000 in here, that's what I did. But I got 3 months to decide on it now because I missed my window to pull money out. So I gotta wait till fucking October or some shit. So, but let's look into some of these funds, kind of like this flagship fund, right? So I'm pretty sure when I put that 10 grand in, all of it went into the flagship fund, and of course it dropped. So that's another thing I want to bring up. And let me just reiterate. I don't think Fundrise is a scam. I don't think they suck. I think they have a lot of information, right? They got a good team. Even when you look at their CFO that they just added, they got a lot of people, man, that work next to the flagpole, right? If you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm not saying they got insider information, but they know more than the average person. Um, so, but what I am saying is I saw the opportunity in Meta, and I didn't take it because I decided to let it sit with Fundrise, right? And listen, man, let me show you something. Fundrise is going to continue to increase their net worth. The question is your net worth going to increase? Right? Because, they could probably double this. But if the only thing that's going to happen is this NAV is only going to go up 2 fucking cents, what's the point? Right? What I'm trying to say is if Fundrise finds this golden opportunity, will you benefit from it? The same way the company will benefit from it? Or are we all going to keep pushing this whole long-term thing? Right? I mean, because it's easy to keep saying long-term, 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 long-term. Right? But what is the guarantee from holding it long-term? Because even if I went to the calculator, right? It's saying here the first time I'm going to hit 1 million is at 39, 40, maybe. Right? So you're telling me I got to wait 10 years when I can just throw it into Meta and possibly double it? Which you can look up Meta, right? Look at when Meta was at $82. I think it was not even a year ago. Right? I could have threw 300,000 into Meta, let it doubled, and then pull my money out. Like, I'm not just gonna hang out in Meta, bro. Like, if it doubles, I'm out of there. So that's what I'm kind of getting at right here. All right. Again, I don't think Fundrise sucks. I think they're an awesome company. They got awesome people on the team. Well experienced. Definitely read this letter, right? It's got some good stuff in there, and they actually put hard numbers in based on fear of missing out calculators, right? Like, based on data on when stuff is supposed to kick off, right? Which I appreciate that, right? But if I think I can do something better with 300,000, I'm going to take it, right? Like, I'm not really interested in just hanging out, right? Listen, bro, I put 300 of my own cash in here. You guys can clearly see this. So even if I did take 300 out, like, I can just let my return marinate in this account, let Fundrise find whatever golden opportunity that they're gonna find, and see what happens, right? But by no means would I take 300 out and try to play the long game in the stock market. No way. I don't even like the stock market anymore. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know where you guys are, but that's where I'm at. Another thing I want to point out is like this Fundrise E-Fund, man. Right? So this was like the first fund that they were like, oh, long term, but there ain't a goddamn thing happening in here, man. Like, there ain't nothing, no movement at all. Little to none. Right? So it's just small stuff like this, man, where there's no benefit, man, just hanging out here. There's more of a benefit to Fundrise as a whole, in my opinion, my personal opinion. Right? Do I think you're going to get a benefit? Sure. Will it be more than what Fundrise itself will get? Absolutely not. Right? They could triple the value in this e-fund, and you probably won't even see it in your account. So, and I'm not just saying that, right, because my account went down by a couple of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that. Right? Like, my big issue right now is I'm missing opportunities because my money is sitting here in Fundrise, and Fundrise understands you need capital, right? That's why they're hanging on to all your money, right? Let me see. This is why I can have 174,000 in this account, and they only give me back $100, right? Because how much are they paying in dividends? Hey, look at this, dude. Look at this, right? so, so, yeah. It's wild, man. Let me see. When's the last time this was at? Bro, we're back. Bro, we're back at 2021 levels. We're back where we started, my boy. Right? Back where we started. Might keep dipping. It might just even dip further, man. Right? And I mean, look at these properties. I mean, like I said, man, I don't know. But yeah, man, I think this has been an update. Again, I do like the layout. This is clean. Like, I really like it. It's really clean. Really detailed. Right? Like, I'm really liking this new layout. But let me go to the goal. This goal calculator, bro, the amount of dividends they paying out, bro, I ain't getting there any fucking time soon. Right? So, I don't even know why they have an income calculator, if we're being honest. And listen, man, it may sound like I'm a little salty, but I'm just being realistic, man. Like, it's 2023, man. Like, there should be no reason why you should be sitting around and not trying to get after it, right? Like, if you could find a better way, by all means, find a better way. Because AI is not slowing down. You know, the amount of immigrants flowing into the country, that ain't slowing down. And you sure as hell, I know, you not catching up, you not keeping up with inflation. Your job ain't giving you no promotion. Fundrise ain't giving you no promotion. So do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. And we'll see what it is, man. But I think that's about it, man. I think that's it. I think that's all I got, man, for this update. If the next update I do, man, you only see 53,000 in here, it's because, right, I'm going a different path. And this new path is the single stock route, right? So I'm probably going to throw 100% of it into Meta. I'll never go into ETFs again. You know, I ain't on none of this crazy bull crap a lot of these YouTubers are talking about, right? So 100% into Meta, right? If not Meta, maybe Apple, but it's single stocks, right? I'm not divvying shit up. I don't believe in this diversifying nonsense, because if I double 300,000, like, you trying to double $6,000 is nothing, right? It's pointless. Shit, to double 10,000 is pointless, but to double 300,000 on something that you know is coming back up. I'm not talking about these penny stocks. I will never invest in crypto. I'm talking about companies you know ain't going nowhere. Disney ain't going nowhere, bro. Amazon ain't going nowhere. Apple isn't going nowhere, right? So to throw your money in there, it's going to be okay, right? And I don't need it to go to some outrageous price. I just need it to double, and then I'm out. Even if it didn't double, man, like, I'll still be out. So I think that's the next natural progression to wealth building. I got to start taking larger amounts and investing it into a singular focus, right? So, I don't know. We'll see, man. I got like 3 months to think on it. Again, we'll see what the market looks like. I can tell you right now, if the stock market does drop, there's a higher chance I will pull all my money out. Not all. I'll keep my return in here, but everything else comes out. If the market remains where it's at, it's probably gonna be a 50-50. I'm definitely gonna start pulling out of maybe these old ones, man. I know I'm not really paying a fee on any of these anymore because I've been in well over 5 years, but I don't necessarily see a benefit in staying in these. And to be honest, I don't see a benefit in this Fundrise E-Fund. Like, it's truly pointless. I don't know. I don't know. You guys can see what the returns look like in this anyway. I just believe it's kind of pointless. But plus, I don't think California is going to make it anyway. So, and there's a lot of properties in there from California. So, I'm going to remain in the income one. But yeah, I'm probably just going to ditch all of these, hang out in the interval fund and income real estate fund. So, yeah, man, that's all I got, though, man. I'll see you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, actually, right? Like, do you got liquid cash that you're ready to deploy, or are you just hanging out in Fundrise and hoping Fundrise finds some golden nugget that is going to double your account or, I guess, bring it back up to where it was? So, all right, millennials, lead the way.